Hello there and welcome to our channel. We talk about science for kids. If you like to be a young scientist, subscribe our channel and bell down below. We will every week upload a new lesson for you. Hi kids, in this lesson we want to talk about quadrilaterals. We see a district of quadrilaterals. In one alley of this district, convex quadrilaterals are living. One house in this alley belongs to Mr. Parallelogram. Mr. Parallelogram is a convex quadrilateral. When we say convex quadrilateral, that means this shape has 4 sides and 4 angles. Mr. Parallelogram, like all other shapes, has specific features. For example, if we measure the upper side and the lower side of Mr. Parallelogram that depict with purple lines, we will notice that they are equal. Also, another opposite sides that depict with blue lines are equal. So, we can conclude that opposite sides of Mr. Parallelogram are congruent. In addition, opposite sides are parallel, and if we extend those sides, they won't cross each other. Also, if we measure all angles of this shape, we will find another special feature of the parallelogram. For example, if we determine this angle that is shown by blue color and also determine the opposite angle, we will find out that those angles are equal to each other. And it applies for other 2 angles shown by green color. So, opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent or equal. Now we found out that opposite angles and sides of a parallelogram are equal. There is another interesting feature about the parallelogram. If you look at 2 angles that are shown us with big symbols, they are consecutive angles. Also, these are consecutive angles. Consecutive angles, which are angles that share a side of the parallelogram, are always supplementary. This means they add to 180 degrees. Any consecutive angles in the parallelogram are supplementary, and you can try to figure out this feature. For example, I aggregate 2 angles and you see the sum of them are 180 degrees. Let's review all features of the parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are also parallel. Opposite angles are equal, and consecutive angles are supplementary. We want to change something in the parallelogram in order to create a new quadrilateral. We change all angles and convert them to 90 degrees or right angles. And now parallelogram convert to a rectangle. a beautiful rectangle as you see. Rectangle, as we said, has 4 right angles at the corners. So, rectangle is the specific type of parallelogram in which all angles with different sizes change to exactly 90 degrees. You know, Mr. Rectangle is the son of the parallelogram and inherits his characteristics. So, rectangle has the same features as parallelogram, but in addition to those features, rectangle has an exclusive feature that is 4 right angles. So, the first feature of the rectangle is that all angles are 90 degrees. In rectangle, like his father, parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. And as you see, opposite angles like the parallelogram are equal too. And for the rectangle, angles always are 90 degrees. Another feature of the rectangle is that consecutive angles are supplementary, like the parallelogram. We can try it. If we aggregate 2 angles, the sum of them will be 180 degrees. By the way, the rectangle has 4 features like the parallelogram and one specific feature that all angles are 90 degrees. Even so, Mr. Rectangle has a daughter. We can create it by making the longer sides of rectangle shorter until all sides of it become equal. She's called a square. A square is the daughter of the rectangle and the granddaughter of their parallelogram. So, she inherits all their features, and in addition, her all sides are equal. So, a square has all the parallelogram and rectangle's features, and in addition, her all sides are equal. In the square, opposite sides are equal like her father and grandfather. Opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal. Also, consecutive angles are supplementary. So we see all features of the square here, and one of them is specifically for the square, which all sides are equal. We want to introduce another child of the parallelogram. She is his daughter, Miss Rhombus. Also has her father's features, but she has one exclusive feature. If we want to create her, we just have to make longer sides of the parallelogram shorter until all sides of it become equal. But most of the time we saw her like this. Both of them are same, and the left one is just a little bit rotated. Miss Rhombus inherits all features of the parallelogram, but she has one difference from her dad, and it is 4 equal sides. So we see her common feature with her dad. her opposite sides are equal and parallel, and opposite angles are equal too. And finally, consecutive angles are supplementary. But a specific feature for her is that all sides of her are equal. We found out some information about the parallelogram and his family. So let's have a quick review of this family. He has one boy called Rectangle, and Rectangle also has a girl called Square. Parallelogram also has a daughter that is called Rhombus. Rhombus also has a baby that looks like the rectangle's baby. If you have any questions about this topic, write in the comments box. I will read and answer to them. See you soon. Bye.